Fire up your soul, fire up your soul, fire up your soul. Gundam, make you rush.
Alright, we're back. Show off your beat guy.
Okay, so I changed my avatar. He's this little beat guy now. I like his helmet.
Do you know what that's from, or did they say? Or not?
It was from Zaft, which I think is from Seed. I could be wrong
okay.
though. As for the Gundam itself, believe it or not, I changed the missile loadout.
Yeah.
It now has fewer missiles, but you'll notice that mounted on its wrists there are a pair of Gatling guns. This should...
Did you assign them, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
This should give me a little bit more options when dealing with people at range. But the last mission was pretty easy, so I figured this is a good time to try it out.
Yeah, you now actually have teammates again, which is nice.
Tsukumi and
Yeah,
Misora.
those are the two guys from Academy.
Oh, right, yeah. So they're, like, on my team now?
Yeah.
Like, I had 2 empty slots, and I just found these 2 guys, and they're just like,
Well, they were like,
"Hey."
hey, can we... They were like, yeah, I can't remember if they invite themselves onto your team, or Midget Girl suggests it.
Midget Girl suggests it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Considering this is a tournament where teams of 3 are the norm.
And I was taking these guys solo.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Having teammates might not be the worst idea.
the reason I switched to those Gatling guns is because I have a lot of Gatling DPS already, as well as optional equipment DPS, and I figured that if I can keep Gatling guns acting concurrently, if I can deal damage for more seconds, that's gonna basically give me better value. Oh
Yeah,
shit, these actually work good.
They do pretty good damage.
Coupled with my chest Gatling.
Yeah, these are solid weapon options you got going on here.
The missiles are no longer as devastating,
Yeah.
especially since that guy turned invisible.
Yeah, you actually
Missiles
can't
can
lock
track
on...
them.
Yeah, missiles cannot lock onto invisibles. That's the advantage of bullets. I've never
They
met
go
a man
straight.
who can outsmart bullets.
Oh, ground break.
Oh,
fuck!
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about with the health-stealing scissors.
Well,
I mean, he still only has so much health, and he, like, did piddling damage to you. I just realized my mech has, like, over double your health.
really?
Yeah, my mech has somewhere in the area of, like, 1 million, 2 million health. Because
Jesus
of all
Christ.
of the durability upgrades.
You have done a lot more grinding than I have then.
No, I've just, like,
Lucked out.
I guess. Like, I think all of my parts add to my durability.
So do mine. I've yet to get a durability part that I haven't mixed in.
That's fair.
Like,
Maybe I gotta double check. I know it's above 8,000.
800,000.
800,000.
I hope it's above 8,000.
I have fucking individual parts giving me more than 8,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
As the sound continues to play.
Well, at least it's not eating your ammo, which is nice.
Yeah, that's true.
So I see you're a fan of the wrist gatles.
Yeah, I like them. I think I'm gonna keep them.
New question for the day, do we want to replace the missiles with yet more wrist gatles?
No, you can only equip 1 set of wrist gattles.
Okay. You equip them to your legs?
No, I tried. I also tried equipping them to my back and it wouldn't let me. Only wrist. Only arm mounted.
Alright, I guess that's fair.
Also, the store only has 1 set.
Well, yeah, the store only has 1 set of every builder part. You just get a theoretically infinite amount, assuming they can be mounted everywhere. So if you were so motivated, you could take the fucking high beam cannon and put it on every body part that allows it, which, to my understanding, is just the head and chest.
What's the high beam cannon?
It's literally just a single, like...
Yeah, the missiles are still deadly.
Yeah, like, you know, in a lot of Gundams where they'll have, like, a little, like, chest, like, diamond that shoots out a beam?
Yep.
It's that.
Okay.
And you can either mount it on the head or the chest, or both.
Neat.
For my, you remember the one I built, the Fujiko?
Yep.
Which was like,
Oh, fuck, I love these guns.
which was pretty much the head and torso of the, what's that called? The Nobel Gundam?
Yep.
To make a long story short, I put the, high cannon in the middle of her, like, little school uniform bow, so that she has a laser firing bow.
Neat.
Yeah. It's dumb, but I like it. Oh, man. Oh, God, so speaking of robot stuff, I keep getting more and more hype for fucking Horus Heresy, and now I think I've accidentally started an AdMech army in Horus Heresy.
How so?
Effectively, in the Horus Heresy, robots were... For 40k, for anyone who doesn't know, robots and AI is, like, forbidden in the Imperium because they had, effectively an AI rebellion at some point in their history.
Okay.
During the Horus Heresy, they had a couple workarounds. Effectively, it's not an AI as long as it's, you know, a brain in there somewhere. So the AdMech at some point
So
went...
as long as it's natural
Yeah.
intelligence, it's not artificial intelligence.
So the Imperium at some point went like fucking 1980s gross out film level body horror. Like, I'm talking like The Fly levels of Jesus Christ, what are you doing to the human body?
Okay.
Strapped a bunch of stuff in, lobotomized a bunch of people, and made not robots. And, so...
It's nice
these
having meat sponges back
Yeah.
again.
These automatons that you can get, Space Marine Legions can take certain HQs that let you take 1 unit of these battle automatons.
Okay.
So I got a unit of those. Then I got the other unit of those in case I wanted to switch up when I'm playing my Legion. Then I got another unit of robots just because I thought they looked really cool and I wanted to paint them up. And after looking at it, I'm like, oh, you know, if I just get like 1 or 2 more units, I have like a solid army. So I figured, fuck it.
Okay, you know how you have that one unit that's like the tech priest that heals people?
Yeah.
And gives people amazing saves?
Yeah.
If you're playing in the Horus Heresy, does that mean that you can run with Primarchs?
So he is a 40k unit. So he cannot be used in the Horus Heresy.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
'Cause I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure Primarchs have enough wounds that you could abuse the crap out of, like...
They already
constantly
have it anyway.
regenerate. Oh,
They already have it will not die for being Primarchs.
fair
Because
enough.
Primarchs are, for reasonable notes, hard to kill. See previous episode about fucking Space Batman.
Yep.
Space Bat Punisher Man.
Space Bat, Punisher, Luke Cage.
Man. The
Oh,
hero we
man.
all do not need or deserve.
The hero no one wants, not even the innocent.
Yeah. The quote-unquote hero that we all wish would not exist.
Fuck, these guns are good.
But yeah, no. So there's a unit that I'm going to start using called the Delegatus.
Yep.
Who's effective. Like, his entire reason for being is that he's the one they put in charge of the robots that the Legion will use from time to time.
Okay.
And the big thing about him is that he has a couple neat little bonuses going for him.
Yep.
One of which is that if he manages to hit a unit with his ranged weapon, that unit gets preferred enemy against that target.
Neat.
Yeah. And yeah, just pre-heresy weapons are bonkers. You know what? Just everything pre-heresy was fun back before regulations. when you could have a human brain being constantly tortured to make your automaton shoot slightly better.
But you can achieve the same thing with like 3 Mortys and a jumper cable.
Yeah. I see you understand what the Castellax battle automaton is. I shit you not, it's 3 dudes being constantly tortured. To have a slightly better targeting cognator.
I was just referencing Rick and Morty, but...
Yeah, you thought you were. But it turns out you were right. They have a fucking cutaway picture in one of the books
Yep.
of one of the robots, which is called a Thalax,
Yep.
which is like a Terminator-sized machine with like a jump pack and a crazy science desk.
Okay.
And the cutaway picture shows what he's like on the inside. And just so they don't count him as an AI, he still has his heart, lungs, and brain and skull. But, like, did you ever see the second RoboCop movie? Or at least that famous clip from the second RoboCop movie where that one company is trying to make all those knockoff RoboCops?
Yep.
Yeah, so you remember the one
And
where
they
he...
kill everybody?
Yeah, you remember the one that just pulls off his face mask, screams, and falls down?
Yeah.
The cutaway looks a lot like that.
Oh, good.
Where it's just a screaming skull with bulging eyes, wires hooked up to everything, and it's like, this machine can still feel sensations. No one's entirely sure why they let it do that.
Because taking out nerve endings would be expensive.
Yeah. We don't have time for that. We have to have our robots go faster.
We have a heresy to fight.
Yeah. We gotta really make sure the heretics regret every decision that led them to this moment.
Fuck that guy in particular.
And you know what the weirder thing is that there was an entire branch of the AdMech that joined Horus during the heresy because he was like, yeah, I can let you do weirder and crazier things to these robots. And there was an entire branch that was just like, I like the words that you say.
I don't care if you use AIs.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you know what would be better than AIs? Taking those dudes you put inside your machines and letting demons possess them, and then adding more guns to that. And at no point did anyone say, that's dumb. Instead, they were like, yeah, that is better!
Well, it does sound pretty better.
Yeah. Now you have fucking the Dark Mechanicus who just spend fucking their entire time in 40k being like, yeah, so I built this weird-looking big machine ape monster. Then I let it get possessed. Now it has fleshy tentacles and, like, an acid-spitting maw. Didn't design it to do that, it just does.
It was a nice bonus.
Yeah. Goddamn. Like, they went from being, like, Rick to being, the doctor from Archer.
Oh, Krieger!
Yeah.
Oh,
They go
I fucking
from
love
being
Krieger.
Rick to Krieger.
He will
And, like,
not-
that's your two flavor of tech priests.
He will not rest until everyone is a cyborg.
Yeah.
Well, hi there.
Yeah. He was just laying there hoping you'd think he was a rock or something. God, what was that? Oh god, I still think one of my favorite Krieger lines
I
is
think
just,
his legs are stuck somewhere.
yeah. You can't cut off the power to my lab. Lives are at stake. What, a couple of lad brats? Also, yes. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I saw it pop up too, just as I was firing the missile.
Not soon enough to save him the shame.
Oh fuck, I accidentally launched a nuke.
I am so glad you're not a president. By the way, you missed a box.
Oh fuck. Shit, this is not my level.
Yeah. President Cam, first day.
Oh, fuck.
Oops. I didn't know what that button did. No one told me.
Did you know that for years all the nuclear missile silos had the password 000000 for everything?
That's concerning.
Literally decades during the Cold War.
Maybe because they thought it was so stupid no one would have guessed.
Did you know that there was also a pizza guy who made it all the way to where the launch codes were entered and no one stopped him?
Hey man, you can trust the pizza guy. He's legit.
No, like, someone at the station ordered a pizza, and he came to deliver the pizza, and they didn't hear the door knock or whatever, so he just walked in with the pizzas. And he kept, like, yelling out for people, and no one answered. And he just kept walking, and, like, bam, he's at the launch silo. And
Did that guy get his pizza?
I think the guy got his pizza.
I hope that guy got one hell of a tip.
Well, I think maybe he didn't, and that's why the world now knows about this.
This is true. You didn't tip him nearly enough to save face.
You need to give the pizza guy a real big tip when he almost ends the free world by accident because of your irresponsibility.
I was gonna say, you know what that reminds me of is I think we talked about it during, way back during fucking, Twilight Princess, but there was that time, the Americans tried to convince the Russians that the Americans were
This
doing
time I'm
research.
launching a nuke on purpose.
The Americans were doing research on the paranormal,
Yeah.
specifically to fuck with the Russians so that the Russians would waste their money. And then one agent of the U.S. was like, oh shit, the Russians are investigating ghosts and putting a lot of money into it. Maybe we should put money into it. And then they started wasting their own money on ghost research.
Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with artificial intelligence, only something actually came out of that.
Tetris?
Yeah, Tetris.
I was actually guessing.
No, it was actually
Yeah.
Tetris.
Yeah, no, I'm just announcing that. That was just a blind guess.
Okay, what actually happened was everyone was sort of researching artificial intelligence because no one knew the technology wasn't there yet. And let's face it, it's still not there. But no
Well, I
one knew.
mean, how many movies have you seen that came out in the 80s where there was fucking AIs running on fucking tape deck supercomputers?
Yeah. During an
Hell,
episode.
there's even recent movies that have had that. You remember in the second Captain America movie?
Yeah, Zola was working on
Yeah.
magnetic tape.
Yeah. Man, that was cool. I kind of liked that just because it was so stupid it was cool.
But yeah, basically the
Yeah.
technology was going, like, the technology was not strong enough to get AI off the ground at all.
And even now, all we got is a fucking computer that'll play chess and be real snarky about it.
Yeah. We also have them beating us in Go now, which is weird, because we haven't even solved Go as a game yet.
I was gonna say, that's weird because people don't typically give two shits about Go either.
That too.
When was the last time, short of this, you heard anyone mention Go as anything short of a, like, bizarre curiosity?
Fair enough. But anyway, basically AI technology was going nowhere. One of the Russian researchers realized this, and he's like, you know what? I have all this technology. I'm going to make a video game. And then he did.
And then, despite all counter logic we know about the Soviet Union, he wasn't executed.
Well, part of it was that the Soviet Union, because it was the Soviet Union and not a capitalist society, owned the rights to everything he produced.
Well, that wasn't the point. I was going to make that point later, but yeah, that poor the guy who invented Tetris gets nothing for it.
Well, he does now.
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't know. I figured like the rights just evaporated, and that's why everyone makes Tetris games.
No, it's like in 2006 or so, he finally got the legal rights to Tetris. But
Good for him.
Basically, the Soviet.
He's never making the money that came in between.
Oh no. That all
The
went straight
heyday
to the
money is
Soviets.
gone.
Straight to the Soviets. But there was actually a thing where people thought that Tetris was released as a Soviet conspiracy to stop American
Oh, pause
programmers
the
from
game
getting
real
any
quick.
work done.
We'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.